little dick shit.
Oh, God.
Do you still play Record Keeper?
Occasionally.
Cool.
I have a little bit more lately because I don't have anything else to fucking do. Although I did just get Brave the Second, so.
You played it all?
No. I got it yesterday.
Should I buy that game? I'm probably not going to.
I didn't finish the first one.
Me neither!
Oh, yeah. Like this one, like we finally have kind of pieced together all the things that got changed from the Japanese version. And basically you only have to beat it twice instead of beating it 4 times to get all the endings.
Yeah, I read that and I'm like,
It was like, yeah, they're like, some people like, oh, they're just cutting out content. It's like, no, they're cutting out a lot of bullshit that no one wants to do. No one wants to beat the game 4 times.
So are you logged on somewhere in
I think it's cool what they're doing with like the time revert mechanic this time, how this time you make different decisions rather than repeating the same one.
what? Ouch, fuck.
What'd you fuck
Can
up?
you get Kooky all hooked up here?
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Ow. There was not a padding there. Oh, we're supposed to watch this.
Hi, Cook. Alright, bye. Hey, it's your hot room.
I could change. Maybe we should just take a fucking cold shower.
How you doing, Cook? Hang on, let me get that. Sound fine to me? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that
Something's
was-
on fire.
I don't know what their
Ooh.
end goal was.
Fire.
That's fine. That's too funny though.
If not, that's a lot of smoke.
Do you know who you want to talk to today?
There's flashing lights, so maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Just me.
Yeah, wait, you want to be on the show. It's up to you.
I just want, get it all quick.
It's up to you. You produce this show, not us. You determine what's best for it, not us.
Okay. All right. I think we're ready.
Maybe get off.
I know that Nika is still on the line.
Okay.
You might be able to get her for the post show.
Okay.
She said she needed to check with Surin. Do you want me to pass you a note or something?
Yeah.
If she says she wants to do that. If I'm in here, I may not be paying attention. Okay. All right. Do you want me right out of the gate at the top, or
No, we're gonna talk about
You're
it.
gonna-
Like, you want to
Right.
like that.
Okay.
Get it going whenever you feel like it.
Just send a text in the host chat, calling who you need. That'll be the easiest way.
Think you can handle the engineering fine?
Now, in order that.
That's to you, asshole.
What?
Middle finger.
No.
That means fuck you.
He flipped you the bird.
No, you!
Me?
Yeah, you
I say
basketball.
I didn't see any bird
You
flipping.
basketball. Listen here, you basketball. Hey, Panda, we don't take kindly to your kind around here. You're some kind of endangered species.
Dribbling up and down the course like you own the place. Panthers are looking around for leave targets. Ugh.
See, now, this is a perfect example. Is this video rolling?
Yes.
This video is rolling.
Yes.
To compound our discussion on Toby Turner and what exists in the background of his videos, I would like to point out, this is my marijuana, this is my grinder, and it's how I do drugs.
Uh-oh. Scandalous.
As he goes off camera to smoke.
Duh.
Now, see, guys, look at that. Isn't that a good corner I made them?
You need to
Bring
bring...
closer. Yeah.
The guy who fixes it, I know pretty well. We both did IQ work at.
See, I gave her the Airman minion because she's the ever watching live band and Stones.
Gotcha.
And Papa gets a stool.
He's wearing like a tux and shit.
I guess.
Now we can't tell.
I was telling them I've only got about an hour of recording time left because I've got the last couple episodes still sitting on there until I have my PC.
Yeah, so you were saying that it's the...
I'll have it tomorrow. We had both the RAM and the power supply bitted simultaneously, or at least close enough to each other that I didn't notice one until I noticed both.
could have been the power supply took the RAM out.
I was thinking about that. It just seems so unlikely that it would take out the RAM without hitting anything else.
True.
Like if it's going to do that, you'd think it would take the motherboard with it.
True.
It just seems really unlikely to me. But that's what they say it is, and they say everything else tested fine. So
Wow.
I get it back tomorrow.
That's good. That's good.
24th is Timothy.
24th?
Nice. Tired after this one.
So you,
How do we all feel about the Toby Turner?
I thought it went good.
I think that is the most maturely we've ever handled any subject ever.
Can I tell you something? That was the most nervous I've ever been talking about anything that we've ever talked about. Yeah, because it's that's real. Like, that's some real shit. I mean,
real shit where we don't have all the facts.
we don't have all the facts, and someone
Here's the
really
thing,
did get hurt. Like, that's the thing, is that there's real pain attached to it.
I don't think that we tried to claim or say anything that wasn't true, right? Like everything that we put out there, we either posited this is what's allegedly happening, and then in most cases it was us talking about it in relation to our positions, or I don't feel like we claimed anything that someone could later be like, nah, that was wrong, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have said that, blah blah blah
But
blah.
nevertheless, it still is such a major thing, like, to talk about.
It
Like,
is.
and obviously, like, we talked about when the voice actress from 14 was killed. And we, that was a major thing. Like, I mean, this is just something that's so, like, close to a lot of people, and so, like, especially with all the time we've spent talking about YouTube recently. Yeah, it was a major thing to talk about, and I thought we handled it really maturely.
I think we did too. I'm really proud of that conversation.
I think people will look at that and be like, well, that's not what I was expecting, but I'm not upset.
It was a tough one.
Yeah. Definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
Are there for a reason. And it's not for that stupid fucking crown that's next to the beginning. It's just a crown. Yeah. I mean, just be a mentor to people. That's why I have it.
That meltdown at the beginning of LBR. It was exhausting. Like we went to I think my favorite part about that was right after your storm out when we cut it back to our mics being off and gave us
that was the
a minute of
greatest-
silence.
That was the greatest touch.
And we had nothing to say,
Yes.
and we just let it go to silence for a minute.
That
it was so good.
That was me.
Yeah, that was all him.
That was
oh,
so good. So good.
oh, that was so much fun. And then just to come back and I'm saying does it make it worse if I try to make jokes about it, or I don't know. I got to talk over the production and not get yelled at.
I'm kind of glad you stayed in the room because I didn't want it to be a storm out after storm out. After
Right.
storm
That's
out.
as soon, when he stormed out like immediately. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna stay.
Yeah. And when I figured that you were gonna stay, that's when I pulled the trigger on that.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
great. That
No,
was
it worked out good.
That was perfect, like performance execution right there.
Yeah, like at first, like I thought it was coming off a little fake, so I just started trying to get amped into it. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't usually raise my voice much, but there, yeah.
I really wish you would have thrown the headset at the wall. I feel that would have had a lot better sound.
It would have hit me. I know it.
I mean, casualties of war.
I don't want to fuck up the paint.
Yeah, I know, and that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah.
But it would have been pretty.
It was a good bit overall. It worked out. It worked really well. I feel so bad for Melky. She was like she threw up. Like you wanted discomfort, you got it.
I know.
I just found the cutest rabbit baby. Some farmer adopted a baby bunny that like had its back legs, whatever. It was paralyzed from the waist down. Made it like a little wheelchair thing out of a tiny sock and like a tiny skateboard. And this bunny is like rubbing up against this guy's face, and like he moves his hand away and it chases after his hand. Like, oh my god, this is going to kill
I love bun buns.
Visenya.
I want a bun bun.
Where is it? Did you share it?
Doing it right now. I'll even tag you in it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh.
You know, one of the things that I think people don't understand about, you know, when we do the whole it's a bit, it's not a bit thing, you know, like, because it is a little bit difficult when you keep doing that over and over again. For what are you doing?
Watching the video.
Jeez, do you have to watch it with audio
I
now?
was wondering if it made any sounds. Like if it was this little squeaky sounds, that'd have been great. I'm still listening to you, doing the bit over and over again. Yes.
And now I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
When we do the getting angry bit over and over again.
I feel like we don't do it over and over and over. I mean, we get
Can we
angry every episode, but not like at each
explain-
other.
Right, but I mean, we have done the
Joke
bit
again.
before. We did it like obviously when I did the Final Encounter cast debut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I almost felt like we should announce the LBR network.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
just
that
do
really
this
would be
every
going back to the well, wouldn't it?
time. Really would, yeah. Fuck, I totally lost my train of thought. That sucks.
That's like
You'll get it back.
a couple weeks ago. I think it was I was talking to Melky Thera, and she's like I can't. It's hard for me to tell sometimes like when it's a bit you guys are doing and when it's not. And I'm just like, it's always a bit.
That's okay. That's actually what I was saying.
It's always a bit.
Is that, you know, with people not knowing the difference between if it's real or if it's a bit. That's why I don't get like really bent out of shape at the people on Reddit who are like, oh well, yeah, when De Niro was like breaking down because he was fired and stuff, and you know, like, oh, that's not true. How that never happens to anyone. Like I saw there was one. I wanted to get to that comment, but we didn't get to it. Where basically they said that I'd fucking lied about my job situation and about getting fired, and that was a bit, somehow it was a bit. And you know, like the thing is that no, like the stuff that is a bit, we generally tell you it's a bit
Cop
at
to it
some
being a
point.
bit.
We
Yeah.
give you the punchline.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point of doing the bit without the punchline?
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
if you don't come back and do the troll lol 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 thing, then it's just the rest of the episode of us reading off the outline awkwardly.
Right, exactly. So, it really, you know, like, it really, like, blows my mind when, you know, when shit like this happens, because people are like, you know, well, how do we know what's real and what's not? Well, you're not really fucking supposed to. But if I'm sitting here and saying, hey, this is real, I'm not making this is not a bit. Like,
You can be reasonably sure that it's
probably
real.
not
I was
gonna
gonna say the fact that you can't tell the difference between a bit and what's not a bit. First of all, good.
It speaks.
Doing
It
our
speaks
job.
to our talent. It speaks to what we do.
Yeah,
well.
and secondly, yes, we tell you when it's a bit. Otherwise, there's no point in doing the bit.
Right.
His streams on YouTube, I watch those, I'm subscribed. Yeah, he's
God, how awkward that would have been if you just never came back in the room and we had to like go 2 more hours doing the show. It's like, he said he was coming back.
That'd be a good bit from a Nero to be honest.
No.
He's like,
Stop it. Stop thinking about that.
Next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Next year. And
This is higher level
doesn't
troll
come back.
Yes, exactly.
Nero, get on my level.
Or we use it if there's like a situation where I have to go. You know. Like,
Yeah.
got his YouTube streams, and he's fun to listen to, he's fun to watch.
Okay.
He's fun himself and other people and stuff like that. It's really nice. And I'm just happy he's in a good spot.
Okay.
Gone so far, and just really happy we're still reinstate.
Rumor going around that the next X-Men movie after Apocalypse is rumored to be Dark Phoenix.
I feel like all the X-Men movies always rehash the same lines.
Have you guys even set a date?
Yeah, why not Hellfire Club? When's that storyline coming?
Yeah, see that.
I'd love to hear that story arc.
Well, I mean, Hellfire does play some role in Dark Phoenix.
That's
so.
true. But like, if you're gonna do Hellfire Club, you really should focus on that and do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Next, you'll be telling me that Wolverine is a key player in it. What? Heaven forbid.
Is that it? Oh my god. When I did, I think I did my list, and I think I have over 100, and my fiance said it's gonna be a big wedding, just 'cause I always like it hard. We haven't set a date yet. Our plan to be yeah. Every time we try to get some money saved up, something happened, and we have to take that money and do something. Yeah. We're gonna say, I really can't talk about what happened.
So I was playing an arena match while I was at the ER for Fairbear,
Mm-hmm.
and
That amount, we're gonna set the date and start.
the first game I was playing on their Wi-Fi, and eventually I lost connection. I lost the game, which pissed me off.
So the bitches.
So then I played another game on my 4G without their Wi-Fi, not in arena, just in
That was a fun night.
a whatever match, and that stayed connection the whole way through. So I went and did an arena match on my 4G at the hospital, and I was winning, and I eventually lost connection. But apparently that guy must have just left because I got a win for it.
Owned.
So I'm like, okay, I'll take that.
I've had that happen on a couple occasions, like where I'm in a game where I am about to lose, like next turn, and he just disconnects. And I'm like,
That's the best.
oh.
That's why you always slow roll your turns at when you start losing. Maybe
You're
they'll
one
get
of
mad.
those guys.
I got into a match where I don't know if he was just AFK or what happened, but his first turn ran out. He didn't do it. Well, I had first turn, and his turn came, and it just ran down. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So we play another card. I attack him. His next turn. But right at the end of that, like it's right as it's about to blow up, boom, a card gets played as his turn
He's
ends.
like, no!
And by this point, I think I had some win for results. So by this point, I've already taken him down almost half of his life, right? And he was 100. He tried to go for it. He played out the rest of the match. I'm just like, all right, dude. I mean, I killed him spectacularly, but I'm like, at that point, I feel like you just leave because you're fucked.
So next week for FFFL, I'm gonna have a list of questions written up. And I'm gonna try to get here about 11,
Okay.
so that I can we can just go in there and record the interview questions. And
Okay.
it's gonna be like if you've seen any sporting press conference, it's going to be those types of questions.
Do you want me to have a portable recorder set up where you can do a microphone, literal microphone back and forth? Like it'll sound like one of those sports room records because
yeah.
it's exact. You use a handheld mic for that because they don't use nice mics. They use
No, they use the
fucking
handhelds. Yeah, or the little sound bite.
Yeah, and you also have the sound of passing the mic back and forth.
Right.
That brings a little bit like just in terms of like if you want it to sound legit, like
Sure.
that's what we would have.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Okay.
So I don't know who it'll be that gets interviewed because it's going to be whoever's playing the Super Bowl
Yeah.
is going to get interviewed. So we'll know Saturday or Friday. Night.
Okay.
But I mean, questions won't change that much. I'll probably ask a couple team-specific questions, but I'm guessing it's going to end up being Juxta versus Robbie.
I don't know,
Yes.
man. Banana hammocks, dude. What a
They've
fucking
been winning.
comeback.
I know they've been unstoppable, but we'll see.
You can't assume anything yet. Jeez. Anyone's game.
Maybe I'm trying to jinx you.
Except for you and...
It's not going to be
It's not
me or
gonna be you.
Nico's, that's for sure.
You guys lost.
Yeah, it's okay. We get to play in the toilet bowl.
Yeah, that makes up for it.
Yeah, you're kind of like our Andre.
Hey, you know what? If I lose, I get first overall pick next season.
Oh, yay!
So you can pick terribly again?
So is what do we call our version of Drades then?
What's trades?
You guys need to watch the league.
Okay, well,
You
just keep
Scully,
saying that.
you
It's not
watch
gonna
the
help.
league. don't
I've not seen a ton of a league though.
you don't get the Drades joke?
Do you have AIDS? Is that what you're trying to say?
I feel like he's trying to tell us that he has AIDS.
But you're just not finishing it. AIDS?
You have AIDS.
You have an AIDS day.
No.
You have
Well, it's like,
dread.
I know the
he has
Sacco.
dread AIDS.
He has the
I know the
AIDS.
Sacco
Oh,
joke,
God.
but I don't know the trades joke.
Drades. Okay, when Andre won, this is like season 2 shit. This is why I kind of expected you to know.
Yeah.
When Andre won the trophy, he there like bad happenstances kept happening to him, and they were like, "You've got it. You've got a case of the Drades."
Oh,
They
is
take
this,
his name and AIDS.
This is like, there was something like that in one of the episodes of How I Met Your Mother. The person who's always left out.
Oh, no,
Help here.
it's not like that at all.
Or whenever some...
It's not like that at all. No.
Is it like a little bit?
No.
I think it's like it a little bit.
Probably a
I
little
think
bit.
a little bit. Maybe not the exact same thing, but it's that concept. What's that called? What do they call that, though?
What are you talking about?
In How I Met Your Mother, whenever someone leaves, like, right as it gets, as something awesome happens.
Oh!
It was somebody's name.
Yeah. The furs.
You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah, it's not
that
at all.
concept
No,
of
it's
someone
not.
just having bad luck all the time.
No.
No.
It's not
That's,
that.
that's not it.
That sounds like that's what it is.
That's not what it is.
It's probably that.
We're gonna go and watch and we're gonna be like, that's totally what it is.
No. No. Drades is something that Andre was born with and Andre gives to other people. You can catch Drades and Andre can give you Drades, but he is patient 0. It has nothing to do with missing anything.
It's bad luck. No, I'm not
It's
saying...
not bad
I'm
luck.
saying
No, it
it's
has nothing to
exact
do with
same
luck.
thing.
It has nothing to do with... No. It has nothing to do with that.
It sounds like... Do you want Drades?
No.
Does it cause bad things to happen to you?
Yes.
It's...
No, it's a disease. It doesn't cause bad things to happen. It causes you to lose fantasy football games. It causes a very specific thing to happen.
It's the same concept.
Causes only to lose fantasy football games.
That's right. Drades is very specific. Listen, check your privilege, okay?
Okay. What could our equivalent of that be? Outside of escalades.
Scalliades.
Is that a thing now?
How about escaleosclerosis?
I like that, scoliosis.
That's so. Oh yeah, that just runs right out of my mouth. Why don't we make it a tongue twister at the same time?
Oh, I don't know. Do we know what we want to do for next season with it?
Invite.
Because after this week, the bit as it started would be over.
See, here's the problem. Here's
Yes.
the problem with inviting other people to do it. Somebody has to manage all that shit. So unless we can find someone who can like come up with some little like I don't know, Java Flash, some program thingy to keep track of all of it, that's a lot of fucking work.
I manage it for 6 now. I could easily manage it up to 12.
Okay.
You're sure?
Yeah.
For starters, you'd have to keep better track of the teams, because I can't keep track of what my team
Yeah.
is.
You have to have a central location where people can go to look at this. I don't think we'd be able to do stuff like drafts on the show. That would have to take place with people just messaging you what their picks are or whatever. And you'd have to be very, on top of like the deadlines. If you don't get that shit in.
No. This works like fantasy football. Okay, we basically need a fantasy football management system.
Yeah, but don't
in
people
place.
nowadays use programs for that?
Sometimes, yes, but the thing is that they use a database of already existing NFL, NHL, whatever players to be able to populate it. I don't know that software exists where you can manually enter
Right.
how that database is populated. If we could get a program to do it. Wouldn't be very hard. But these are very simple rules, okay? Look, if someone can't make the draft, they go on auto draft.
Yeah, they get auto picked.
Yeah, like there are rules, like if people, like there are fantasy football rules, like if someone can't make it, we do what fantasy football does. So we still do everything that we did.
Right, like auto picks. Like are you thinking we'll let the chat pick them again? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Because auto pick
is an auto pick. I like that.
Chat, callers, whatever.
I would
we
say
can
because
get
like
callers.
Yeah, like the thing like auto pick in fantasy league, it takes the database of NFL players and literally picks you the highest rated one every time it's your pick.
Right.
As long as it's within a position that you do.
Except none of the players actually matter. This is
Right.
it's done on a system of voting.
Right.
So none of the players actually matter.
So
So, no one can actually get upset if I take Oren because I don't get any kind of statistical advantage for
Right.
having Oren.
Right. Outside of do people like Warren?
Yeah.
Right.
So if we're gonna do it with, let's say, 12 people, then if you think you can handle 12 people,
I can handle up to 12 probably.
how do we determine who gets to be in it?
That I don't.
That's a better question.
That is
Patrons? Is it we pick
Post
I mean,
selected.
There's 6 of us in it now. We could each
pick a
pick
new
one person who gets to join us.
That's actually kind of cool though.
That's kind of brutal.
Who?
Because
who's your
here's
host-
the thing.
Who's
Here's
your
the
host
thing.
sponsor?
Here's the thing. We're gonna have like a 2 or 3 off week season, right?
Right. Yeah. We'll probably take a couple weeks away from it. as
All
we
right.
would.
So in that time, if you want to be one of these people,
who can you
then
suck up to best?
It creates
Whoa.
pseudo
Preseason.
partnerships.
Preseason. So the preseason, people have to call in and convince us. Why should I pick you? Why should one of the hosts pick you
Okay.
to come into it?
I'm at
And
it.
next season also we're gonna have divisions instead of just everyone's in the same division because I will not be able to do tiebreakers for a team of 12 without divisions.
That's fine.
So we'll have that.
Why don't you cry about it?
I want to do what I want to do next season is have it. We're gonna have everyone plays a home and away. So you're gonna have you can have a home
actually-
game for you or an away game.
you know what? But you know what might be easier going forward, depending like if this gets bigger and bigger, because I think this would be easier to log. Instead of doing like everybody plays everybody like in a normal league sort of thing, if we did it more NCAA style, like March Madness, right?
Yeah, like-
Single
yeah.
elimination. Because then we could actually make
Giant-
Brackets.
Yeah.
The only thing that would
yeah.
suck then, like if the hosts get bounced. Well, we're not gonna get bounced early. We're gonna get votes over random.
No, it could happen.
It doesn't matter if we win or lose. That's the point of it.
That's what's beautiful.
A
about
March Madness thing could be fun then.
Nobody knows. Like
Yeah.
we don't know why people vote the way they do.
Who would have thought? Yeah, literally, I kept trying to look at like the teams, thinking like, okay, this is gonna win. I was wrong more often than not.
And that's the thing, like
The Ku Klux Klan went 8-2.
I know.
And that's-
This whole segment, just saying, this whole segment has turned out far more bizarre and interesting than I ever thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So cool.
And that's the thing, with like 12 or even more teams than that, you're not going to remember whose team belongs to who, so it's literally just going to be the actual people on the team.
What
So
I'm
it's
excited
more
about
true.
with having 12 people is there are going to be so many more obscure Final Fantasy characters that have to get picked to make it possible.
Yes.
That too.
Yeah.
Like, because like this time, like the first 4 rounds were us picking main characters basically.
So the other thing is that being that we would be having 6 matchups each and every
6 matchups a week. Yep.
each week. I don't think that you need to go to the lengths to describe each match. I think if we did 3 like you're doing now, and then you just give the reports of the other couple, you know, like how ESPN, they'll usually do 2 or 3 big highlights that they pick apart in
Right.
Sports Center, and then they go boom, 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 boom.
You want a 3-line blurb on 3 of the matchups, and then a 1-line nail it on the other 3.
You fucking nailed it.
Got it.
Like you know sports or something.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like I watch
like
sports.
that's the format right there.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fine, we can do
and that because I don't want to overload you with feeling like I gotta write 6 fucking things
Right.
every week.
I
Like,
can
that's a
help.
lot.
I can help with the writing things too. If you just like, hey, yo, these are the teams that won, or can you write up
Can
something?
you write
for
down
these?
something cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, yeah, I love
Like, for
doing it.
the-
But you're
for-
right. Like 6
for-
a week would be rough.
Yeah, like for the Superb Bowl, I think it would be cool to actually have like a play-by-play for how the game went.
Definitely.
Who took out
Yeah.
who and stuff
I think
like
you
that.
know what? Actually, do you want to
I mean, I'm gonna be the winner anyway, so I feel like I should have the
want to write
honor
yours?
of writing that. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to keep an eye out on Friday night for who wins and start tinkering around with ideas and throw something together.
Juxta could be seen in the background cheering from the bench. He had his pom-poms out and everything.
Yeah, I love how this bit's turned out, and I love that we can expand on it next season.
It's really a fun bit. The thing is, like when we were doing it, and I was watching the trolls chat, they had no idea what to make. They were like, what the fuck?
What is going on?
happening? What is going? Like they really like it. Like you could see the gears going, and you could see some of the gears starting to come off the wheel. Oh, dude, it was just.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it was so funny.
Yeah, no, it's like, because when you look at what this bit is on its face, it's us picking a team of imaginary characters and going to the internet and saying, hey, is my team of imaginary people better than his team of imaginary people?
And putting it up to a vote.
Yes! It's so simple, I love it.
It's. Oh my god. But the fact that they were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we come off of 2 hours and 15 minutes effectively of talking about the drama.
Railing on him.
Then going on to the shittiness of the crafting cartel, and then into that. And everyone's just like, the fuck?
Clearly, they've never watched an episode of ours before, ever.
Yeah, at least not within the last 10 weeks.
Which is the point.
Yeah.
Point made.
How much did our Patreon go up today? Because I think it's a lot.
Oh yeah, I was gonna check that in between shows.
We got something like 25. I have like 25 emails on the LBR account. Like, dude, you guys have no idea. You donators out there. Do you realize how much work you've made for me for this week for the show?
Oh my god, that's right.
The
You have to
boob
put all those
segment.
in.
I have to find all of
Kelly's
them.
boobs!
I have to time code those and figure out where they go. And it doesn't help that you motherfuckers talked over, I would say, about a third of all those donations, because now I don't even have a nice open blank space where I'm like, oh, I know a donation goes there. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're just continuing to talk and fire drops over and fucking ass.
In my defense, they were super quiet and I couldn't hear anything. So I'm like,
I don't know why, dude, since redoing my computer, for whatever reason, that specifically is very quiet.
We're
and
at 2306 with 170 patrons.
How far down were we then?
We dropped like a couple hundred after this round of charges. went
Yes, it was actually it was unrelated. It was unrelated to the Reddit fallout, and it was actually after the first. And we
through. It was
that
before
makes
that, it
sense.
was right after a round of charges went through.
So we just probably haven't gotten back a few people that dropped off.
no, there were a couple of people who bumped up to get T-shirts and bumped back down.
Yes, that too.
So
It was
we expect-
unrelated to the Reddit drama.
We
Oh, yeah, I
expected
know
some-
that.
We expected most of that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, sitting at 2,300 at 170 people, not bad. It's pretty good. Oh my god.
I always have to check when people have a Reddit or a Patreon. I have to check my penis against their penis. 9 times out of 10, my penis is bigger.
It really is. I'm talking.
Oh, that's terrifying.
What?
Coca-Cola recalls Dasani water after clear parasite worm was found in bottles across the U.S.
Fuck that. This is why I don't drink bottled water.
Nope. Look at that thing.
Fuck no. No, no, no. No, no, no,
I
no,
don't drink
no,
Dasani,
no,
I'm
no,
glad, Jesus.
no, 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 no,
Okay, is that legit?
No.
Is that a fake
Oh, show me
website?
that.
no,
Just no.
What the actual fuck?
No.
Hold on. I'm looking.
It's not.
He's like, you know what? It doesn't even matter if it's real now.
My brain just, I can't acknowledge that.
Ah.
Fuck that.
It's an app that says I have to log in with Facebook, so I don't want to click any further.
Don't.
But still.
Don't.
He's like, don't click, please just stop. Just
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you really know if it's real or fake?
The one comment says it's a hoax, but still, that's terrifying. You don't think there could be tea-colored ones in your tea? Hell, there's a clear one in your tea you're not gonna know.
It's different though.
Yeah.
Oh, the tea would destroy it. It's acidic.
That's right.
I got your back, bro.
It's acidic. That's right. That's what I'm telling myself so I can sleep tonight.
I drink acid. Ooh. Ming Na Wen says she's up for an Agent May versus Black Widow fight.
Wait, what?
Ming Na Wen, she plays.
Oh,
Agent
yeah,
May.
yeah.
She's like, she'd be up for an Agent May versus Black Widow
That
fight.
would be fair. Black Widow.
Dude, Black Widow would rock her.
Yeah,
Rock her.
that would be fair.
Dude, sorry.
How far are you in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I'm still end of season 2. I look, I love the cavalry as much as the next guy.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
cavalry is awesome.
Black Widow.
Romanov? Are you kidding me?
She's sparring with like actual superheroes.
Yeah, that's exactly it. She'd fucking destroy her. That's why when you hear Romanov even mentioned, she's just in this whole other stratosphere, dude. Which she should be.
Especially because like the whole cavalry thing. How far are you in?
Do you know
End
what
of season
cavalry
2.
actually
Yes.
actually
Okay,
is?
then-
Yes.
Yeah.
That's also like not as strong as she should be.
It's pretty easy to shoot a little girl. I mean,
Well, that's what I mean is like
because that whole thing,
like
just no one knew that that's what happened. That the little girl was actually what everyone thinks
Right.
that she did all of it.
right.
exactly.
Yeah. So she's not. I mean, she is a badass. But
Well,
I
yeah,
mean, like
don't
not
get me wrong.
sorry, not Romanov level. Sorry.
No.
Sorry. Just. I really need to. I need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna figure out where to acquire Shield season 3, and I'm gonna start doing
What the fuck? Little boy blaming Batman for drawing on his mother's mirror has become an internet sensation.
It seems legit.
Yeah, I gotta watch this. If this is a video, I have to watch this.
I'm sure that this is really entertaining to show.
No,
what's
like,
sure to
more-
be included in the next
more
installment of
seem
some
like
coffee
enjoy just
table.
the kind of
Art.
realness of what this is at this point. Like before, it was a show where we all sat on the couch and talked to it. Now it's just like it's literally just us hanging out.
Which
That's
apparently
true. We're
some
talking to
people
each other.
like.
and being
Yeah.
us, yeah.
Yeah, if you want the post show, I mean post show is on Twitch right now.
Yeah, you'll get to listen to that soon.
It's true.
This is Robbie.
Which-
showing
where-
us fucking-
I'm not showing it to you
I had my
guys.
computer. That's why I only got like 20 minutes off the recording time.
Actually, why don't you want to spin around and explain that to him?
Sure. Okay.
Real quick.
So, my computer problems have been ongoing now for a little over 2 weeks. I thought I had it fixed when I replaced the power supply, and basically I started I brought up my Twitch stream. I was watching Ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. He's got their main guy doing Twitch streaming. I had Photoshop running in the background. I had FF14 running in the background. Literally everything I could get going, trying to stress test it. And I left all that running for 2 days, and it ran fine. And then the next day, I started uploading video onto it, and it immediately blue screened again, and all the problems just started happening again. So since then, I took it apart again, tried to see what was wrong with it, could not figure it out. Eventually, got fed up, took it to Micro Center, said, you know what, I got nothing at this point. I've been working on it for 2 weeks. They took it. They've now confirmed that I had both a RAM stick and my power supply are bad. And I'm getting it back tomorrow.
Wait, the new power supply that you put in there?
No, because
that was the separate problem. I
Right.
get it.
When the
Okay.
problems started happening again, I put the old power supply back in because I figured I'll just return this power supply. That wasn't the issue.
Okay.
And I was wrong, as it turns out. It was the issue, just also a RAM stick was the issue. Because I couldn't ever get it to fail a mem test either. I was running mem test 86.
You try turning it on and off again.
I did actually, about 1,000
Did you
times.
plug it in and unplug it?
And then plug it back in. Yeah, that's important.
That's a tricky
That's
one.
important.
So long story short, I'm getting my computer back tomorrow, but the side effect of that has been I have not been able to do any video editing now in 2 weeks, which is why you haven't seen a green room video. And actually, when you see this video, you'll see it accompanied by 2 other green room videos.
So there you go. There's your explanation.
Yeah.
I hope that video was entertaining.
Was it worth it?
No.
Well then, good job. You're a dumbass, and you're hated by everyone. And get grades.
Get grades.
Get the grades.
Make the grades.
You're asking for it, probably, right?
Huh?
I
No.
don't think so.
They're wrapping up with her. So
Right. Well, nice having you and chatting with you, learning about the cosplay world.
And they want me.
Oh. Well, Nate wrote that.
I know.
So I'm like,
You're like, what? Stop it.
how much time do you got left on there?
26 minutes.
Well, do we wanna wrap it up then?
Yeah.
The green room video, just to make sure you have enough space to
Do we usually
process.
wrap it up?
Like,
We do, kind of, yeah.
make sure there's enough RAMs and the gigabits to process all the microns.
No.
Okay, well, I don't know.
It's fine.
I'm not a video man, so
We're fine.
okay.
He's not
Well,
much
we
of a-
say we're fine, but you know what? Guess what? You're
But are we really fine?
You're not fine.
Let me get out of here and go to the gym. It's so weird to say even.
We used to go to
Yeah,
Did you really?
now it's an arrow to the knee.
tip something to me.
Dude, I flipped my shit when I found out that means getting married. Like when someone's like, yeah, that means getting married. I was like, what?
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Did you know that when he first said it?
Somewhat.
Really?
Well, yeah, but I learned about that before I heard the meetup sign.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I did know. We need this book. It says, oh, I just lost it. The Jewish-Japanese Sex and Cookbook and How to Raise Wolves.
It's a picture that says when she says she wants to smash, it shows a dude taking the Smash DS game out of a condom wrapper. Into which it.
Hey, we just got a patron.
It's the best sound ever.
Oh, it's so good.
Almost 27 before the
Before
Patreon.
the patron.
My new
Yeah, by the
friends-
way, guys, if you ever see that alert pop up, the amount that it shows is Patreon amount prior to what they take out.
Yeah. So it says like 2,600.
But it's actually like 2,300.
Yeah, because they take out cash.
Chris
Which-
Rock thinks J.J. Abrams could save the Fantastic Four. What do you think? I don't know.
At this point, like, I would give J.J. Abrams at least a chance on pretty much anything.
Well, hold on, because let's take a look at some
Sure.
of his recent things, okay? Lost,
Okay.
Star Trek,
Okay.
Cloverfield, Heroes, okay? All of those did successful when they were under his supervision. Obviously, Lost went down the toilet, Heroes went down
After
the
he
toilet.
left.
That was after he left.
I thought the Cloverfield movie, the new Cloverfield movie, I thought was very
I
good.
haven't seen the new one.
It's
But
good.
the problem I have with all four of those is, yes, they were successful, but none of them have the tone that I think a Fantastic Four movie needs. And looking at all four of those together, he has a very specific way about him, right? I feel like, yeah, okay, sure, maybe the first one might end up being good, but I think what would end up happening is you would end up with a Zack Snyder effect, right? Like Zack
Do you
Snyder.
think he would sign on to do more than one?
I don't know, but the point is Zack Snyder's only done 2 DC movies, and we're already sick of his
Well, I didn't like either of his DC movies.
he makes good movies. Like those, just as movies. Like take everything you know about comic books and erase it,
Okay.
and those are fine movies. Like Zack Snyder knows how to make a good picture, right? And if you stop it at any frame in any of his movies, that's a beautiful picture, right? He
Oh, the
knows how to do that.
cinematography?
Yes.
Sure, the cinematography is good.
But based on source material, no.
He
I
did
don't-
Watchmen well.
But again, Watchmen fits into that whole like dark gritty thing.
It does.
Well.
But I don't know, Abrams
Maybe,
'cause, like, the tone for Star Trek and Star Wars are vastly different. And he did both really well.
True. Maybe with Marvel's direction, it would be okay, but
Abrams seems to do well. I mean, he does the best work with things that he genuinely cares about. I don't know what his stance is on Fantastic Four.
who would I want to do a Fantastic Four movie? Now the
God, I'm so
problem,
soured on Fantastic Four movies. I don't know who I want to see.
the
do it.
problem is that I'm not super familiar with directors.
Yeah.
So what was a good movie that I think could mimic Fantastic Four?
Michael Bay.
God, yeah, we can have explosions every 2 seconds.
They turned the Thing's power into just being an explosion instead of Rocky's just explosions.
The thing looks like a.
He's Captain Atom now.
Huh?
He's Captain Atom now. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really bad with directors and stuff.
Would you want to see? No. Like, would Whedon be able to do it?
I'm sure we can do anything.
He's out of the comic book industry, though, isn't
He is, but like, I don't know.
He's kind of gotten out of the Avengers stuff because he wants to like go and like to start doing more of his own IPs.
I question what he would have to gain from doing an Avengers or a Fantastic Four movie at this point.
I'd let James Gunn handle it, but he's busy with Guardians.
I don't know. I would definitely think Abrams could probably handle it. I mean, again, like I said, he's bought himself a lot of like goodwill with me because I enjoyed both Star Trek and Star Wars.
I'd give it to Sam Raimi,
The guy who did Evil Dead.
the guy who did the Spider-Man movies, because the first Spider-Man was good, and then the reason it started going downhill was because of Sony.
Right.
He was very opposed to the change they made to Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And the reason that he didn't do Spider-Man 4 is because he said the only way I'm going to do it is if you guys give me complete control.
Yeah.
Like, let me do this. And they're like, no,
Yeah.
you should make the movie that we want you to make. And so he's
But
just
he's
like,
like,
no.
He's like, by the way, I'm rich, so no.
Yeah, because I feel like the only, like looking at all the superhero movies we had right now, I feel like the closest to it tone-wise would be those first Spider-Mans. Like, I think all the other ones, they have a very different tone because, you know, the Fantastic Four is about a family, so it doesn't need to be like super dark or super serious or anything. I mean, obviously they have serious moments, right? But I think overall, they're Marvel's first family.
I'm gonna throw out a movie that you might be really upset about. X2. Who did X2?
I don't know, but
Because I don't know the way they
X-Men
portrayed
was
the
good.
mutants in the second X-Men movie, I think would kind of be that Fantastic Four setup.
no, it's not just how they portray the mutants, just like the overall tone has to be, like, if any Marvel movie is going to be a family movie, I feel like it should be the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Again, like it's so hard to talk about because we've had such bad experience with Fantastic Four movies at this point. And I was never a big Fantastic Four fan to begin with. Were you? Did you like Fantastic Four when they were comics?
I thought in the Marvel universe they were good until they turned Reed Richards into a villain because it was so out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, well now we need. I feel like it was just shock value.
It was.
Wait, what? He was a villain?
Oh yeah, they turned him into a
Hey, look.
huge villain.
Another patron. We're up to 191 now?
Yeah, okay, our fucking thing
That number can't be right.
on our that isn't right.
Maybe
Unless
it's
that-
patrons total.
Tracks weird. Like if someone stopped being a patron, they still
linked
count.
to us?
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, like
But if that's the case, that means
Patrons
we've only
ever.
lost 20 patrons all lifetime?
That seems weird.
No way. We have to have lost more patrons than that over 40 some episodes. How 91. That can't be right.
It's probably patrons ever.
Still, like that doesn't seem right.
Oh, oh.
Okay, yeah, I don't think our, like, at least on my phone, it's not updated. Oh, okay, now it's updated. Now it says 172. So I guess it is updated.
What's the number?
172, 2,324.
Oh, I love it. I gotta tell you, everything I'm hearing keeps sounding like this new guy playing Spider-Man is just amazing. He flies open.
I think, yeah, I know. I think the biggest endorsement that I've heard for his case is James Gunn saying that he is to Spider-Man what Robert Downey Jr. is to Iron Man and what Chris Pratt is to Star-Lord.
That's a hell of a endorsement.
Yeah. And that's him seeing the movie before any of the special effects got put into it or anything. Just like very raw copy. And he said it's the best Marvel movie to date. I am so hyped
For Civil War? Oh yeah.
I'm so hyped.
It's like when Captain America and when Winter Soldier came out, like I was gonna go see him, but I wasn't hyped for him. This I'm hyped for.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I wasn't.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
Hold on, I gotta get through this turn now. Fuck my... Fuck!
Oh, just something in Hearthstone.
Yeah, that has never fucking happened ever in the history of ever. Jesus.
Someone's arcane blasting go the way they wanted it to.
I'll tell you in just a second. This is just unbelievable. God. I am going to rage now.
Oh,
Okay.
we just fired a.
Amazing.
Oh, what are you? Oh, never mind. We fired Carletta.
Alright, so
The third one didn't turn off.
Alright, so it made you Spell Slinger. Give each player a random spell. He got Beneath the Grounds. Shuffles 3 ambush cards into my deck, which when drawn, summons a 4/4 and I draw a card. I play a card which draws me 2 cards. And I drew 2 Beneath the Grounds in a row. Beneath the Grounds. Beneath the Grounds. He gets 2 4/4s. And I was in complete fucking control of this whole game until that happened.
Ugh.
And now I'm still in a good spot, but that was fucking bullshit. Gosh.
Cute.
I'm Rage and Worgen.
Trigger?
And I had a Tyrion. No. I had a Bolvar Full Dragon in my arena deck, and he was an 8/7 when I dropped him. But he just got polymorphs. So. Oh wow, and he's got another fucking Goblin Blast Mage, really?
I don't know if there's any spell that annoys me more than Polymorph. Like Hex, at least you get a taunting.
Polymorph isn't that strong, but I mean it's...
I hit Flame Strike.
Oh yeah, Flame Strike's brutal.
Cause that's 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
So
4
that's
damage.
that's even gonna wipe out some of like your good ones. You know.
Jesus. Now I'm in a spot.
I had that one game where I ended up putting down a Flame Strike for 9 damage to every enemy on the field. I had 5 spell damage plus 1s on my field. Oh, yeah, I ran spell damage mage for a long time. Yeah, he put down his Ragnaros and I Flame Striked it. That felt good.
Dude, the last 2 legendaries I've drawn, I already have.
Really? That sucks.
I drew a Van Cleef. I already have a golden one.
One, please, yeah.
And then the other day I drew a golden Scenarios.
Can you run 2 in a legendary in a deck or just 1?
No.
Just 1. No. Free dust. Did you dust your gold Van Cleef or the regular one?
I haven't dusted them yet.
Really?
Until the 28th, because on the release of Whispers, there's a bunch of nerfs coming in. Any card that gets changed in any way, you can dust for full cost.
Nice.
That's sort of like in case you like make a card because you know it's like really good and they nerf it, you're not wasting their dust.
Right,
It's
right,
kind of
right.
like they're like, all right, here you go, you know.
Now, which one will you dust? The gold one or the regular?
Regular.
Oh, I can't. See, I don't care about the gold ones. I get so excited when I get gold stuff. to
Above
dust.
all else, when it comes to card games, I am a collector,
Okay.
so I have to have them all. And obviously, it'll never happen. But my dream is gold and everything.
I ran into that deck. Oh my god. I ran into a Zoo Warlock deck that was golded out. And the very, like on the second turn, I knew I was. But, yep. Oh my god, can you imagine if Square Enix sent us a letter? Can you guys tone it down a bit? We're getting complaints. Oh, I'd be so happy if that ever happened. That was so strange, yeah, getting that call from Aaron Edge today and just being like, wow, we're gonna have a legit conversation now.
Yeah. This fucking
We'll be okay, bro. We'll be okay, bro.
You'll
Nothing's
lose
ever gonna be okay ever again.
You'll lose because of that stupid ass card.
Don't you usually lose because of a stupid ass card?
Well, yeah, but that card is really stupid. Fuck! There's another one.
What is the dumbest card in the game right now? Which card pisses you off the most?
I don't think there's a single card. My favorite card has been and always will be Night Juggler.
Oh, and I don't know what a pain in the ass, yeah. I remember when Gadget's on Auctioneer was a humongous pain in the ass. No, I don't mind it. It's Dr. Boom. Fuck Dr. Boom.
He has 2 Dr. Booms that he's just holding on to, hoping
No,
they
I-
nerf him one
I
day.
dusted that one.
You didn't at least wait until the new rounds?
No, they're not. They're not gonna nerf that one. They're just getting rid of that whole set.
Oh, yeah. I
So,
guess.
yeah.
Fuck Dr. Boom. I hate him.
What card do I hate the most?
Oh, I know if I had to pick one, it would be the fucking Hunter's Explosive Trap. I mean, look, I know secrets are annoying, right? But having your whole fucking board wiped because of one, fuck that.
Yeah, that's annoying. I hate. That's another Hunter card. Is it Kill Command Beast?
Yeah, kill command.
Yeah, it's one of the kill commands. It drives me up a wall.
Well, it's just kill command.
Yeah.
But if you have a beast out, then it does 5 damage instead of 3.
Why that one?
Wait, that's not the one that deals 4 damage and then 1 to everything else?
No, that's swipe.
Oh,
from Drew.
Swipe. Fuck Swipe. I hate that card.
Okay, no,
Well,
there's.
alright, if you hate Swipe, then why not hate Consecration?
Why play Paladin?
I run a secrets deck, but it's a shitty secrets deck because I only have 3 secrets. And they're not even like, I feel like they're not even bad ones. There's the one that, you know, when they play a minion, it has reduce it to 1 HP. Summon a 2/1 defender when something attacks, and then when one of your minions die, you know, resurrect it with 1 HP. So in most cases, I just resurrect my 2/1 defender.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not really that powerful, but when I was playing Lucas, and he like gets all into it and stuff, and like he'll do something to take something out, and then like my guy will pop up, and his person will hit it, then they die, then my guy's dies, but then my guy's back up again. He's just like, fuck you, man. Fuck
No.
that.
I know which card it is. What's the guy where he's like a 1/3 and whenever he takes damage, you draw a card?
Oh, Acolyte of Pain.
Acolyte of Pain. I hate that card. I hate running into it. I hate having to figure a way to deal with it.
No, the worst card for me is from Warrior. It's an epic card and it costs 1 mana, and it's just do damage to a minion equal to your armor. And warriors obviously have plenty ways to get armor.
Yeah, isn't there hero ability gain to it?
Yeah, the hero.
So he could be like, oh, shield wall. Oh, for 1 man I can deal 10 damage.
Yeah, shield wall. He has 5 armor, and then
5, okay.
Yeah, and then he just like destroys your Lotheb or your Sledge Belcher or whatever. Yeah, that card just is so annoying.
During the Portals brawl, my least favorite card was Head Crack. Because you always started the round by playing a spell, and then you play Head Crack for 0. And you get Head Crack back.
Well, it costs mana.
Oh, did it cost mana?
Yeah,
But
it
still,
costs 2, but yeah.
every single round. So he automatically had 2 damage on me every single round.
It's like playing against a hunter.
Except imagine if they also had their hero ability still.
Yeah. Yeah. God, I hate when you get in that spot with hunters where you're like at 10 health, you're like, oh, I'm on that 5-turn timer. He's just gonna lock out the board and deal 2 damage a turn.
If you have 10 damage or 10 hit points against a hunter, you're on like a 1.5 turn.
Yeah, because he's gonna kill command you.
Yeah. Or quick shot, or literally anything else.
For a long time, I thought shamans were just the biggest bullshit. Because their overload cards are so good. Like, yeah, okay.
But Overload
I don't get a-
sucks.
No! I was like, okay, I get it. I'm down a mana next turn, but that effect is so powerful. They got the one that makes them like the 2/2/3 wolves.
That's like the only good overload.
I was
There's
gonna
another
say
one that
yes.
does like 3 to 6 damage to 2 creatures.
No, you're thinking
Or 2 to 4
shit.
damage.
No, I know the one. It Crackle does 3 to 6 damage.
That's still one.
It's a 2-drop and only gives 1 overload. That's
Yeah.
decent, I guess.
That's going away anyway, so.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, whatever.
God, is it Feral Hollow that I'm thinking
It's
of with the
Goblin
wolves?
vs. Gnomes.
Huh?
It's Goblin vs. Gnomes.
Oh, is it?
Is it Feral Hollow that I'm thinking of with the gnomes? Oh, I hate that card.
It's annoying, but
It's a.
it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I
Because it costs 3 mana normally, right?
for the.
The
No,
wolves-
Feral Hollow's 2.
Oh, 2 mana, but
Yeah,
then
it's
you're
2.
overloaded for 1.
Then you're overloaded for 1. It's like,
Yeah, like for example, the one that I think is really balanced that I'm playing in my brawl deck is it's a 3/1. It's the Wind Devil.
That card is so terrible.
Overload 2. As long as you get first turn and they're not putting anything down, you fucking got them for 6 damage. And the reason I think that it's decently powered is because basically on your next turn you're not playing anything. So it's kind of like you put down 2 min, a 2,
Oh,
3,
yeah.
3. You know what I mean?
I love those like ones when I'm playing Priest and I've got Northsire Cleric on turn 1. There may not be a better first turn play in the game than Northsire Cleric.
Yeah, but then
Because they can't put down a 1/1. They can't put down a 1/2. They can only put something down if it kills your Northshire Cleric.
Except then you coin out your Knife Juggler, and then you're like, uh-oh. Well, I better hope I have Velen's Chosen in my hand, otherwise my Cleric's gonna die.
Or if you have Smite,
Power Word Shield. Oh, smart.
2 damage. Boom. Boom.
Who's the
And then they
dick?
just coined out their Knife Juggler, and now you've got your Northshire Cleric still.
Northshire Cleric is a problematic card, but it's...
Power Word Shield is hysterical on Northshire
A
Cleric.
Power Word Shield is really good.
I got to kill someone one time with like a 20/20 Northshire Cleric, which was amazing. Power Word Shield, double her defense twice, and match it. Swing for 20.
I think one of my favorite cards right now is the Enhanced Mechano. You know that card?
That card
It's a 4-drop, 4/4. When you put it down, it randomly assigns all of your minions Wind Fury, Taunt, or Divine Shield.
Whoa!
I won a game putting him down and it put Wind
Whose
Fury.
is that on?
It's in the neutral.
Yeah, it's neutral.
That's going in my Paladin
It's
deck.
probably leaving.
Yep,
It's gnomes and goblins.
Yes, no,
Oh, okay.
So don't bother grabbing it.
Yeah. Unless you plan on playing wild.
Because damn, that'd be so, like because we're running that one Murloc who summons another Murloc whenever you use your hero power.
Oh, yeah.
He's so good.
Oh,
Knight.
Murloc Knight.
He's cool.
The first time I played with Murloc Knight, the very first time I did it, it summoned another Murloc Knight.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we're getting 2 a turn now.
First time I ever did it, it summoned Old One Eye.
Old Merc one. Right?
Yeah. Which was, by the way, my first legendary.
Alright guys, we're almost out of time, so we're gonna call it there for the Green Room
Yep.
video.
Good
Hope you
wrap.
enjoyed
Thanks so
our-
much for tuning in and listening to Hearthstone Talk. This has been your newest podcast, Limit Break Hearthstone. And we, yeah,
Stone radio break.
right on time. Night, guys.
Night.